Do Now, Think Positive podcast. Tiffany Pendy, creative content coach. And Philip Tan, CEO Snap Packaging. Do Now, Think Positive podcast.
Hi, welcome back again to Do Now,
Think Positive Podcast.
I am Fendi Pendi, your creative content coach.
And my name is Philip Tan. Today our topic is the power of networking. Yeah, and today we have a special speakers. Yeah, very privileged to have him. He self-proclaimed himself as introvert, and I call him a ex-introvert. And I'd like Mr. Wan Ali to introduce himself.
It's my honor to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, so I'd like to ask you a question. What is the growth blueprint for a networking? What is your input on networking? What is called effective? Some people say trust. Some people say it's credibility. But what do you think?
Oh, for me, is it?
Yeah.
For me, networking is very simple. At the end of the day, when we go to any networking, when we put ourselves into any networking environment, there must be an outcome. So when there is an outcome, that is what I call an effective networking. When there is no outcome, then that's what I call a waste of time.
Okay.
Yeah, very simple, right? Very
Right.
straightforward, actually.
Yeah. Then, is there a trust element or giving your credibility that really inspire or give a very good networking?
All right. Okay. So to have an outcome into any networking or to have any result when you're networking, there must be a form of a trust element there. At the end of the day, people only do business or they only give business to people they trust. So it's very rare strangers, they give business to strangers unless the amount they give is an amount that they don't mind, they don't mind burning.
Right.
But when you go a higher level up into if you put more zeros to the back of the business deal, of course the trust must be very high.
Yeah.
Yes, but Mr. Wan, trust takes time, right?
Mm.
So some people, they don't have time.
Yep.
We don't have time. I don't
Yeah.
have time. So,
Me
for
too.
example, we go to a networking for the first time. Kan? How do we gain trust fast?
Oh, very good question. A lot of people, especially nowadays, younger folks, right? They want the result to be very instant. We are going to this instant gratification era, but you need to look at networking as a form of investment. If I were to tell you, you invest with me 100K, tomorrow I can give you extra 10,000. Does that sound like a scam or like a credible investment? Scam, right? So if you look at networking in the similar context, if I were to tell you, you come networking with me, tomorrow you can get result. Will that be sound like a scam also? Yeah, so it's very important to understand networking is an investment. Instead of investing money, you invest time. You invest time in what? You invest time in building that relationship. So the more time you spend harvesting or building that relationship, when you want to cash out, you can cash out at a higher value. So that is something that business owners need to understand. So networking, of course, there is the time factor there. Sometimes we are very impatient. We want the
Is
result
it
to
the
be
younger
fast, right?
generation that's more impatient? Sometimes you
Some
go to
old
networking.
people also very very impatient.
When the young people, they go to networking, I want fast.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because that is the trend nowadays. You go to TikTok, you can get fast result. You go to Facebook, you go to Threads, you can get faster result. So not to say that it doesn't work. It does work, but how deep is that relationship that you can build online without meeting people? So like I mentioned the more zeros you add to the back, usually it requires a deeper level of relationship.
Right. Oh, interesting. Then, in your own word, how do you define a quality networking?
How do I define?
Yeah, a quality, like there's so many networking. Everybody's talking about, let's go networking. But in your own terms, how do you define a credible and good, effective networking?
All right. Okay. So it also depends on the context that you are in. What is your intention out of that networking? So usually you go to networking for 3 outcomes lah. Number 1, you go there with the hope that you can get some form of business deal, transaction. The other one, you go to a networking event because you are looking for some form of resource. For example, you have things that needs to be done. You don't have enough resources for it. You need help, you need support. So sometimes we go for networking for that. Another reason is maybe you need some form of connection to help make your work easier. Layman term, cable lah. You need some cable, right? Sometimes to just help you get to achieve your work easier. So when you go to networking, normally people will look for these three things. So whether it's effective or not is whether do you get these three things or not.
Right.
So if you can get what you are set to get, then it's effective.
Okay, so what do you think the future is in networking? Is it offline or online?
Okay, yeah, granted, nowadays more and more people are going online. Online works, in my opinion. In person also works. So it has to be the combination of the two. So that's my opinion lah.
Maybe people say like offline is most personalized, you know. You
Right.
can go to like mama shop and build relationship from there, and Zoom is just Zoom, I guess.
Right. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's again a matter of preference. Yeah, for me, I'm a bit old
But
school.
it saves time, you know. No need to go traffic jam.
Of
toll.
course, it saves time. It saves time, but it's a matter of preference. Yeah, for me, I'm a bit old school. I still prefer in person. Let me ask you a question. Like, say for example, a couple they have not met in person. They meet only online. Do you think you're going to get married or not?
That's true.
Can
It's a
they actually be a
different
relationship
podcast
just
already.
online? Some people can. I know some people they have not met in person. They met
Yes.
online. They got married. Very rare.
Yes, very right.
At the end of this, most people they still want to meet in person. They still want to have that physical relationship,
Yeah, they can have the feel.
so that they can got feel lah, so that you can again build deeper relationship.
Yes.
I've been to a lot of online networking event, and most of the people that I meet online, I meet a couple of online session, and when I stumble upon them in person, I don't recognize them. They don't recognize me. But when we look at each other's name, then we go, hey, we met online, couple of sessions already. Have you experienced that before?
Yes.
How come?
Come on.
Right? It's a bit different, right? Yeah.
Maybe they use a lot of filters.
Yeah, but now all youngsters are all
Zoom.
yeah.
They prefer
They
Zoom
prefer
more, I think.
online.
Yep. Again, I'm not saying it doesn't work. It could work. If it works for them, it works for them. If they get what they want out of it, then it works for them, I suppose. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Then to carry on with that question, what would be the future of networking in your opinion? For example, like structured networking, like lottery, BMI, and so on and so on. Do you think still relevant, or what's your view?
Yep. To me, it's still relevant. Because how to say, at the end of the day, we do business with people. Our consumers, our partners, our resources, the people who pay us are still human, a person. So the more people know us, the more channel that we open ourselves to people doing business with us. So that's why I feel networking still is relevant. Granted, nowadays we are going to the AI era, AI phase. So some people asking me, now can do AI, can represent myself in AI. I don't have to be there anymore. I send my avatar to do networking for me. Is it possible? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I can attend 2-3 Zoom sessions at the same time. Each represented by my own avatar while I have some coffee somewhere. Will it work? Maybe. I don't know. But at the end of the day, if you get the result that you want to get, then I suppose it can work. But then again, if you want to do this avatar, also you need to train them. You need to have a form of skill set.
Yeah. I agree with you with the evolution with the tech like AI and so on and so forth. Everything is possible.
Yep, everything is
so
possible.
It's interesting. It's interesting. What do you think?
Yes. It's very interesting. So, okay, let's say I go to a networking, right? I don't know anybody. I'm a nobody. Well, you know. So networking, go there, and how do I stand out? You know, how do I build trust? How do I project myself?
Oh, okay. Say for example, okay. Last time, like I said, I used to be an introvert, or actually I still am an introvert.
You believe that?
Ex
Usually
introvert.
my modus operandi last time, if I go to any networking session, say for example, a wedding lah, after at a family wedding, I would go in, meet the host, I will go to the food buffet station, I will meet the host, I will go back. That's my modus operandi. If I go to any business networking event, I will go in, listen, then I will go back. So I don't know how to network. Networking is actually a skill set. Like the founder of BNI, he said networking is a science. Because it's a science, it means it can be replicated. There is a structure to it. Anybody can learn it, and anybody can master the skill set of networking. So for you to stand out in any networking event, it is very important. You need to master the skill set of networking. For some people, it comes naturally. But for most people, like for myself, it's a learned skill. So you need to learn it somewhere. And here's the thing about networking and skill sets. I've been to business schools before. Even my degree, I attended some business courses. One of the element in marketing, they say must go networking, but they never teach you how to do networking.
Yeah, true.
They expect you to.
It's all theory.
No, they don't even teach you how to do it. They just say go network, right? How do you network? What to say? How do you like what you say? How do you stand out? How do you create trust? So these are all skill sets that need to be learned. Actually, there are many tips I can share about how to create trust. But the most important thing to stand out is to make the person remember you. The person that when you go to networking, it's not about having the entire room to remember you. It's about having 1-2 key person remember you. And the best way to make them remember you is to ask this simple question. Ask them, how can I support you? What are you looking for your business? You go there with the intention to help them or support them or give value to them. Not go there with the intention of selling to them.
Right.
That's a common mistake a lot of people go when they network. They go with the intention to sell.
Collect name cards and send flyers.
Yes. How many people, if you go to my office, you open my cabinet, there's tons of name card with rubber band. These are all the networking that I used to do previously. So we go there, collect name card, thinking we've done our job networking. But what we do, just collecting paper.
Yeah, true. So having said that, can I say that networking can be trained if you attend proper training?
Yes, I believe it's just like any business skill. Business skills can be trained. Business acumen can be trained. So networking is a skill. It can be trained. So if you're in business and you are looking to sharpen your networking skill, you need to go for training.
Right. So thank you, viewers. So today we have Mr. Adlil. He is the business owner for an e-learning company, as well as sitting on the board as a board director for a public listed company, and he himself is also an executive director for BNI Putrajaya region. So we are coming to the end of our session. So it's time for him to shine and time for him to give us some takeaway on the power of networking.
My journey in business did not start because I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I started because I was retrenched. So by force, I had to start my own company. So starting your own company, then after a while, people say, go network to get more business. For an introvert like me, well, I still am an introvert. Looking for network to get business is very challenging. It's very scary. It's out of my comfort zone. But like it or not, if you are in business, you have to build the network. My invitation for all you introverts out there who are in business, find the courage to be out of comfort zone. You can only grow when you step out of your comfort zone. That is where growth happens. So long as we are in our comfort zone, there is no growth. And here's the best part. The moment we step out of our comfort zone, guess what? You'll be even more uncomfortable. So what do? We step out of the comfort zone again. So this is something that is unavoidable. But person like me, for example, to remain doing this is to be very positive. So very important is to have very positive mindset, because a positive mindset will attract other positive mindset. So when we go to any networking scenario, when we are scared, have the belief, bring in a positive energy, and then you will attract other positive energy in the room to come talk to you. Again, how to start a conversation is by introduce yourself and ask this person about their business and how can you help them? What value can you give to them? The more value you give to other person, the more they will remember you, and that's where you can build deep connection. And the more frequent you meet up with this particular person, the deeper your relationship get, and then you will come to a point where we can finally cash out on the relationship that you've invested in. There are skill sets that you can master for this to build your network. There are places you can go, such as BNI, for example, where you can learn how to master the skill set of how to do business networking effectively. So for all you introverts out there, just do it.